Hi beautiful souls, welcome to You the Miracle FM Thursday night with Grada. Every Thursday night I do a session to help you feel balanced in yourself and to feel tuned up so you can live in harmony with the world around you. And tonight I have a real special subject that's very close to my heart. And my body already knows what I'm going to talk about, because I'm going to talk about the throat chakra, which is here. Because recently I realized that the whole COVID-19 thing, the coronavirus, and all the politics around it are a really huge attack on our throat chakra. And I'll explain in a minute how that is so and how that's affecting your life. And then of course, towards the end of the video, I want to teach you an energy medicine trick, an energy hack that's going to help your throat chakra to become nice and strong, so the energy starts to flow in, so you feel confident and you can speak your truth. So here, first of all, I found this chart that I have in my room, and it shows you the 7 main energy centers that run up and down the center of our body. And here you can see the throat chakra. And the color that makes it nice and strong and clear and healthy is a bluey color, or sometimes a turquoisey. Some people will say turquoise, because the green energy is coming up from the heart and the indigo blue is coming down from the third eye, and they mix together in the throat chakra. So when you think about what's going on in our world right now, and it actually seems to be getting more and more intense. I mean, we all wanted to just go away, or we wanted to pop through, right? I want it anyway. I want to come through to the other end and enter a new world where we can all live in peace and harmony and equity and fairness. That's what I'm hoping for, but we're not there yet. And right now it seems as if we're going through a period where our throat chakra is really, really impacted. So I'll explain to you how that works. For starters, the virus is a virus that attacks our throat, literally. And then secondly, then the mandatory masks that we are told to wear, thank goodness it's not so bad in Tasmania, but the masks actually, they're symbolic for muzzling, you know, like muting us, turning us into, for dumbing us, keeping us dumb. And that also, of course, covers the throat chakra. So again, it's a negative energy force that shuts us down. And then, of course, our liberties are being eroded, and we're being censored. Like the minute you say something on Facebook, or the minute you speak out, the minute you say something that you have an opinion that might even be unpopular, whether it's popular or not, people are just being attacked left, right and center. So things are really, really heating up. So there's also a lot of fear that affects our throat. Now, interesting on a physical level, like if we look at it purely physical, you can see your neck. It's like the body comes together, and then the head is a real bottleneck. And so our energy literally often gets stuck in here, because we have the bottom chakras, the material energy, the energy of the material world, and it meets here with the spiritual energy of the spiritual chakras, the divine energy flowing down. So if we have any conflict in our life between the different layers of us, so we have a mental, physical, spiritual and an emotional aspect, probably many more aspects, but we just talk about those. And there is friction happening between some of those parts of us, that will often express itself as a sore throat, or we lose our voice, or we get a sore throat, many other things. We get short of breath, we don't speak up when we have to, and then of course, last but not least, this is probably the most deepest harmful programming, is when we've been forced to say yes at different times of our life, probably thousands of different times, when we actually were forced to say yes, or maybe there was peer pressure, or maybe we would have been hurt if we refused. So we said yes when our body was really screaming no, and that's really bad for the throat chakra. Or vice versa, when a good opportunity comes along and we don't have the courage to say yes, so we say no, we refuse, and we shut down. So you can see there are many factors at play that really right now in today's world, it feels like an initiation process of the throat chakra, because how do I say it, many things are being brought to light as well that we never knew, many evil practices in our world that we didn't suspect they were happening. We were just completely ignorant and innocent of it. So our innocence is also being taken, brutally taken away from us. It's all part of growing up and becoming a real adult in this world, and stepping into our own authority and owning our own opinion, owning our own divine connection to the divine. We're a sovereign being, and having our own telephone line to God, you could say, having God on tap, having the universal mind on tap, and really having our own connection. I really see that's the only way we can come through this period and to create a better world. So I just want to make sure that that's the other thing that I wanted to say. The thyroid, of course, is also in this area, and the thyroid is really, really important, because the thyroid purifies our blood. Every 17 minutes, our entire blood volume has been filtered by the thyroid, and the thyroid will take out viruses and bacteria. So symbolically, of course, it's also very symbolically meaning, because everything that comes down from the crown and from the top needs to be, like, all that information needs to be filtered before we should allow it into our body, before we allow it to be assimilated, right? Because once it's assimilated, it becomes part of who we are. It becomes you and me. That's with food. We become our food, but we also become what we pay attention to. And also the energy that comes up from our being, like from our material chakras that are to do with surviving in this world. We also need to make sure that we filter that as well, so that when we express ourselves, we're doing that wisely, with compassion. We communicate with love and kindness, with grace, with compassion, and that we can still speak our opinion even when it's difficult or unpopular, and that requires a lot of courage. And of course, traditionally, women in particular have been shut down. So once we do this energy exercise, and I'm going to encourage you to do that, not just for you, but also for your ancestors, for all the females in your line that are standing behind you and witnessing you, how you live your life now, everything that they've sacrificed so that you can have a better life. Your ancestors, your mom and grandmothers and aunties and sisters and soul sisters are surrounding you. By the way, this is for guys too, of course, so that you can be a fully expressed being in the world today. So let's see if that was everything that I needed to say about the chakra, the throat chakra. So it's to do with authenticity, being sincere, being yourself, being genuine in your expression, and also having clarity. Plus, ironically, this is also the center that needs to be open and fully functioning. The machinery needs to work well for us to make big money. So if we want to start making big money and really making it financially in the world, the throat chakra needs to be fully open. And I am of the opinion today that this is more important than ever, because there is so much money in the world that if it was equally divided, we would all have $10 million, like each person would have $10 million. But instead, what the COVID-19 crisis has done is again taken it away from the little people, you could say, and it's gone into the bank account of the top, few people in the world. So if we want to change that, we need to change ourselves first. So I want to do an energy exercise right now that's going to benefit you greatly. So you can do this energy exercise without any intention, but I always like to do an energy exercise with an intention. So I want you to think of something really great for yourself. Like it can be, I want to ramp up my confidence, I want to have more clarity, I want to be able to communicate easier, much easier, I want more money in my bank account, I want and so on. Just think of something that you want for yourself, and I'm going to challenge you to make it big, like make it a bit bigger than you normally ask. So make it quite unrealistic. Don't be realistic, okay? Because in the energy work, energy is limitless. And the universe, you can see the universe as the bank of unlimited energy, power, the bank of unlimited credit. And it's here to support you. So first of all, think of the energy, divine energy coming through the top of your head, like here, comes down, beautiful divine energy into your being, into your sacred being, and then it flows into your heart and down your arms, okay, into your hands, right? So just feel that coming through your body, and whether you feel it or not, it's happening because energy follows your attention. You can feel some of my energy being transmitted into you as we're doing it together. Now our hands are always an extension of our heart. So the little hand chakras that are here, they're now opening up and starting to transmit energy. And so you can make a ball between your hands, make a ball of energy. So just bring your hands slowly together. And probably around about here, you start to feel a tingling or a resistance or a warmth or cold. And now in between your hands, you have a ball of beautiful divine energy. Now divine energy has its own agenda, and I think this is really important to know, because we know that our world, our planet at the moment, has a sort of a dark agenda going on that's not really doesn't have our best interest at heart. But thankfully the divine energy is unlimited and much stronger and much more powerful, and it has its own agenda, and it's always towards your highest good, towards so that you can live a life of fulfillment and happiness. So feel that divine energy between your hands. Some people will see colors, and now you can potentize it and make it really strong and say, I want to amplify this 100 times, okay? And so now I want you to put that ball into your throat chakra. And the intention is that it opens it, strengthens your throat chakra, takes out all the challenges, deletes and uncreates and heals all the blockages in your throat chakra from all levels and dimensions, times, timelines, and worlds and universes. Okay, and so you can, if you feel like it, you can flick your hands like if you feel, but you don't have to. So do that again. So divine energy is coming through, flows through your shoulders, out through your hands. You can also bring up earth energy in through your feet, and through your legs and through the lower part of your body, and coming up through the heart and into your hands. So now we have a mixture of real grounded energy. and divine energy. And again, just bring that into your throat chakra. And I like to close my eyes so that I'm fully conscious of what's going on in my body. And just notice what's happening for you when you do that. Okay, you can drop it a little bit maybe. Take a breath in and relax. And this energy has its own wisdom, so just allow it to heal your throat, to heal all traumas, heal you from times that you felt disempowered, that you felt cowardly, helpless, overpowered, that you felt dumb, numb, that you were muzzled, that your immune system was attacked, that your throat was sore, that you lied, that you said yes when you should have said no, or that you didn't say yes when something really good came along for you, that you felt unworthy. So we'll do that again. Build up this ball of energy again and just put it in your throat chakra. And you can do this over and over again. You can't do this enough, because imagine if your throat chakra is suddenly fully healed, which, that would take a little bit, because our deepest programming, negative programming, does tend to sit in this area. That's why people get sore necks as well, by the way. And so the energy can go into your sore neck too. But let's say your body has had enough healing energy and you keep sending it healing energy. It's simply going to go into a different part of your body. You'll find that it might go to your bladder, or it might go to your knee, or it will go to an area of your being that needs it. So we'll do it one more time. So close your eyes, build up a ball. So this time it's happening real fast and it's real big and powerful now. And we can say make it 1,000 times more powerful. And if you like, you can visualize a beautiful color blue. Blue is also for peacefulness and feeling safe and secure and stability. And mixing some green for unconditional love from your heart. And bring it into the throat chakra. You'll feel your body respond, because you'll do a big sigh or a burp, or you'll feel something click or twitch, or you'll notice just all sorts of little things, signs that is your body sending you confirmation. Okay. There are lots of people with blocked throat chakras, and it pulls all the way into their TMJ, so they get a lot of TMJ trouble, and you can see that when they're talking, because they can often hardly move their jaw, so they're talking through clenched, a clenched jawline. That's also really painful and difficult and not easy. That means there's a lot of resistance in your body, and the more resistance there is, like if your resistance goes up, your joy goes down, right? That's always the case. So you can actually unblock your throat chakra with the intention to relax this whole area, so you become beautiful and relaxed, and so you feel safe in your body and secure and confident. And you don't need to defend yourself. It doesn't matter if people attack you or if you feel your opinion is unpopular, because you'll be completely okay with that, because you're being your authentic self and you're feeling supported by the divine energy. So this is how you can have the divine energy on tap, and that's how you're meant to be living your life. And I'm going to encourage you to do that more and more, because you're entitled to it. This is your birthright, and there are many light beings around you that are supporting you through this time, that want to energize you and give you, help you to be honest and upright, and so that you can communicate in a beautiful, compassionate, honest way that benefits you as well, and that benefits the community, because we're entering the new era, the new world, which is all about communication, heartfelt communication, and collaboration and cooperation. So we're actually now moving out of the old style of patriarchy and dictatorship. What we're seeing is the last contractions probably, and competition, how it used to be, survival of the strongest. That's all going to be in the past soon, and this is a new way of living with each other, where we are able to communicate freely from our hearts, and we are here to work together for the greater good of all of us. So I hope that you really enjoyed this energy exercise, and I'm going to encourage you to just keep doing it, and then you'll amplify your sense of peace. Nobody will be able to take that away from you, and it's also, of course, boosting your immune system. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for tuning in, and I really look forward to sharing more with you next Thursday. So the weeks are flying, and I hope you stay really, really well. Take care, everyone. Big love. Bye bye.